We'll get started here in just a moment. I'm your host, Randy Trenches of Premier Sports Talk. All right, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. I am your host, Randy Trenches, host of Premier Sports Talk. I want to say good day to you all on this Friday evening. We got, for those of you who tapping the YouTube, we got Kansas City Chiefs going against the San Diego Chargers tonight. So I just want to thank each and every one of you who have blessed the channel so far. I need to thank each and every one of you. Currently, the date on this September the 5th, Premier Sports Talk is at 428 subscribers, 428 subscribers. Trying to get to that. No, excuse me, I got it wrong. 478 subscribers. Just need about 22 more to be able to hit 500 subscribers. Get this channel out of the basement, take it to the next level. 500 subscribers, the YouTube algorithm pushes the channel up to the next level. So without you all doing that and blessing me, I wouldn't be so close. I'm like a kid in the candy store. Just open, just open, just open. Get that 500. So, hopefully we'll get there, before the weekend goes out. NFL season, NFL season kicked off last night. Really good game. The Dallas Cowboys going against the Philadelphia Eagles. There was some drama before the game. There was some drama during the game, and there was some drama towards the end of the game. I'll get into that later. Again, I just want to thank you all for tapping in, joining me. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please leave a comment. Tell me where you're from. Hit that like button. If you're watching for the first time, again, we need 28 more subscribers to hit that 500 subscriber mark. Get to the next level, push this channel up. Um, so I don't know about you, but I'm just grateful to be here and having the breath of life. You ought to be grateful too. Thank God for giving us that breath of life. So many people, so many of our loved ones on here are going through something right now, to where they're wishing for tomorrow. So send a prayer up for them. Like I said, the NFL season kicked off last night. We had the Dallas Cowboys go against those Philadelphia Eagles. Um, I said on the podcast earlier that I got even though I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, you see the pictures behind me, the Mean Green shirt. I got the Sports Sanders shirt hanging up on the wall because I'm a follower of the Sanders family. I always say that. But during that game last night, even if you didn't watch it, we had Dak Prescott being really sneaky, and he spit on Jalen Carter. But just like Skylar Sanders, when he got the last preseason game and got ejected out, Dak Prescott spit on Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter wasn't thinking, and then when they were throwing up the coin toss, Jalen Carter spit back on Dak Prescott, spit back on Dak Prescott, and Jalen Carter, Pro Bowl, big time Georgia boy, right to the University of Georgia. He's the one that got ejected because the ref didn't see what Dak Prescott did. That's the same thing that happened to Shiloh Sanders. But that was the drama before the game, during the game. The game lasted longer than what it was supposed to. There was a lightning storm uh, overseas, and they had to delay the game for about an hour and 15 minutes. I know I fell asleep on the game. I caught the highlights this morning. I only stayed up till about a little bit after midnight and then falling asleep. And then I saw the highlights in the morning, and I see where the Cowboys really actually had a chance to win that game. Dak did his thing. But CeeDee Lamb, their number one primetime receiver, he missed a round and dropped not one, not two, but really three balls in that game. And it's a really big one towards the end. I feel for those Dallas Cowboy fans. I feel for them. I said I got a different admiration for Cowboy fans than on the Steelers fans because I send out different short video posts and send out short challenges with the Cowboys fans, with the Falcons fans, with the Steelers fans, and the Cowboys America's team has been kicking butt. And to date, there's over 150 subscribers to Premier Sports Talk. My show comes on live on Mondays. I'm going to start doing on Wednesdays and Fridays at 7 p.m. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. So, just so you know, to give you all some education, for those of you who may be wondering, hey, I want to get picked up. Anybody in the NFL that got waived off the team is not currently in the practice squad. NFL deadline to do any trades to pick up players on the team. That date is November, I'm sorry, it's November the 4th at 4 p.m. November the 4th at 4 p.m. Some of you may have family members that trying out for a team that got waived and trying to get picked up by practice squad. So, they got a little time. The NFL trade deadline is November the 4th at 4 p.m. 11:44. In that game last night, the Cowboys, Trayvon Diggs, he got cleared to come back. He did play in that game. And then their defensive lineman, Tyler Gooden, he got cleared to come back medically off that game, but it didn't do no good for the Cowboys. Like I said, they lost. They lost. Uh, Everybody should know that Michael Parsons, him and Jerry Jones, the negotiations got personal. They are no longer uh, uh, Jerry Jones sent Michael Parsons off to the Green Bay Packers. Michael Parsons got $188 million. Always do this $188 million with $136 million guaranteed. He's playing for the Green Bay Packers. He's been, when he was sitting out with the Cowboys and he's saying he wasn't practicing because he was back, I'd actually thought it was for he was faking, but they're talking on social media that they're probably going to give him an Epidiolex shot. It's kind of dangerous so he can play in that game. So tonight, the game is being played tonight at 8 o'clock on YouTube. Not YouTube TV, it's on regular YouTube. You'll be able to watch the Kansas City Chiefs just as San Diego Chargers. Let's see. The New York Giants. I know I got some New York Giants fans out there. That current depth chart is Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart, and Jameis Winston. They actually got Jameis Winston, the veteran quarterback, sitting behind Jackson Dart. That's because all them Giants fans, the way that Jackson Dart was falling out on preseason, everybody's wanting to see Jackson Dart take over for Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was last year's quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He left my Pittsburgh Steelers and went off. He's there with the New York Giants, but I don't foresee him being the quarterback there for us. The Rams, Los Angeles Rams, Matthew Stafford, he's dealing with some severe back pain. I'm not picking the Rams in any of my games this season. None, because of with Matthew Stafford's back problems. It's just a matter of time, one hit to where he's going to get knocked out the game and no telling when he's going to be able to come back. Y'all hold on. I said I was going to do some premier picks for this first week. So I'm going to do that at the end. I'm not going to keep you long. I know they're about to have all the announcements on for this Chiefs and San Diego Chargers game. A lot of you all probably want to get to that. So I plan on not taking no more. I've been on here for almost 10 minutes. I plan on taking maybe another 10 more minutes of your time. So you all can get to the game if you choose to watch. Again, thank you again for supporting Premier Sports Talk. My Pittsburgh Steelers, if you don't know, they're looking at Jaylen Warren. He had a 2-year extension contract. 2-year extension contract, and I believe that was worth $92 million. So I'm really happy that he got that extension contract. Okay, now we're at the part where I'm going to give you my premier picks. I actually did prize pick last night for the first time ever. And I won. I woke up this morning and I won. They with their prize pick, if you download that, if you put in NFL, locked on NFL, they give you a bonus $50. Locked on NFL, they give you a $50 bonus. You know, so I used that bonus, paid $10, and I won $22.70. Wasn't expecting to win. So I even forget the two players that you pick. There's different various ways you can win on prize pick, but I chose to pick two players and I picked whether they would have either more passing yards, more TDs, more kicks, more or less. I ended up winning. So hey, thank you for the blessing. So hey, if I can win, I know you all can win. So for my premier picks, I took Philadelphia over the Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles were actually 8.5-point favorites. So the score of that game was 24-20 Eagles. So if anybody took the Cowboys and took the points, you would have actually won. Okay, Cincinnati Bengals have won the no play. Was Cleveland Browns. So Noah Sanders is third on the depth chart. So Noah Sanders being third on the depth chart, they got Joe Flacco starting, Dylan Gabriel backup quarterback. Noah Sanders third. The only reason why he's even going to be dressed because they got him listed as the emergency quarterback. You ever heard that before? Cleveland Browns and the NFL is going to use him, and I believe in my heart that Sanders for one, and actually see him, and people watching on TV can actually see him on uniform, try to get those jersey sales. But check this out, it's not working. If you go on any Ticketmaster or wherever you buy your sporting event or concert event, the Cleveland Browns have the worst ticket sales for a season opener in 11 years. The worst ticket sales. People in Cleveland boycotting because of the way Shedeur Sanders has been treated. Again, to help this channel grow, please hit the like button, share the link to the channel so the channel can grow. Trying to get to that 500 subscribers, hopefully by the weekend if it be low as well. So the Bengals are favored by 5.5 points against the Cleveland Browns. The Ravens are playing the Buffalo Bills. The Ravens are favored in that game by 1.5 points. Somebody asked me last night, what's 1.5 points? Well, if you take the Ravens to favor 1.5 points, all that means is Buffalo Bills have to beat the Ravens by more than 2 points, you'll win. The Kansas City Chiefs is 3-point favorites over the Chargers tonight. Tampa Bay Buccaneers is another 1.5 point. Is favored over the Falcons. I reside here in Atlanta. I've been teasing all these Dirty Bird fans and all the you who are subscribed to the channel. Yes, I live in the ATL. And yes, I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even though they got rid of Charlotte Sanders, picking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to beat the Dirty Birds. Them brothers off of them. Baker Mayfield is coming around. A couple people asked me to come down and tailgate with them. I used to do that many, many years ago. If I do, it'll be spur of the moment. But again, I got Tampa Bay over the Falcons. Tampa Bay is favored by a point and a half. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are playing the Indianapolis Colts. All right. The spread on that game is the Colts. And I can't believe it. The Colts are 1.5 point favorites over Miami Dolphins. I just don't understand how Vegas or how these professional bettors is taking the Indianapolis Colts, Daniel Jones over Miami Dolphins. That's crazy. Y'all tell me, who y'all got, Miami or the Colts in that game? Leave a comment in there. Let me know. Hey, the Raiders. Oh, the Jaguars are playing Carolina Panthers. Yes, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Hunter. They are. Where's it at? They are 3.5 point favorites over the Carolina Panthers. I'm picking the Jaguars to pick that game. Why? Because I'm a Travis Hunter follower. Anywhere where there is a Colorado alumni, Deion Sanders player that's playing. I'm following all them teams. So the Carolina Panthers, Jacksonville Jaguars, the Cleveland Browns, um, the Arizona Cardinals, Xavier Weaver. Uh, you got a boy out there with Will Shepherd out in Green Bay. I'm following all of them. So I got interest. My favorite team is the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I'm making sure I keep tabs on all those Colorado players that made the team this year. You got the Arizona Cardinals. Speaking of them, they are 6.5 point favorites over the state. Uh, my Pittsburgh Steelers are playing the New York Jets. So we got, which is ironic. Justin Fields played with the Pittsburgh Steelers last year. He went to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers was with old man Aaron Rodgers was with the Jets. He's now with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's going to be a very, very interesting game on which QB is going to beat the other team and say, how you like me now? So, but of course, I got old man Rodgers. I got Steelers Nation beating New York Jets. Washington Commanders, uh, Jalen Daniels is playing the New York Giants. I don't know how that game's going to go, but me being the Jalen Daniels fan, I am taking the Commanders over the Giants. The Commanders are 6 point favorites. Now, who's been balling out is a real sleeper this year is from last year, the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos, they are playing the Tennessee Titans. Denver Broncos are playing the Tennessee Titans. So we got Cam Moore going against that quarterback. Man, he's a good quarterback for the Denver Broncos. So that's going to be an interesting game. I hope Cam plays good. He didn't play that well on the preseason, so I'm hoping that he can get the ball out. But I got the Denver Broncos beating Denver. Um, and the Denver Broncos are 8.5 point favorites over that game. 49ers are playing the Seahawks. San Francisco 49ers Brock Purdy is playing against the Seattle Seahawks. The 49ers are 2.5 point favorites. The Texans are playing the Rams. They got the Rams favored. I don't see South making it through the game. We got the Bills playing the Vikings. The Vikings are 1.5 point favorites. We got Taylor Williams. Uh, so we got two rookies playing that game. I'm going to give Taylor Williams the benefit of the doubt. And I want him, Taylor Williams. I want the Chicago Bears to finally start out on a good note and win that game. I'm going to have two drop of knowledge on some NFL areas coming up. One is out of the 32 NFL teams. I need to break them down into two separate areas. Um, is that out of the 32 teams, there are currently 16 black NFL quarterbacks. Back in the day, any of you that got any wisdom or got any age on you, they used to say that black men couldn't be quarterbacks in the NFL. They wasn't intelligent enough. They weren't smart enough to be able to handle running an NFL team. But currently, right now, out of the 32 NFL teams, there are 16, 30, 30 there are 16 black NFL quarterbacks. It was actually 17, but Anthony Richardson out from the Indianapolis Colts lost his starting position to Daniel Jones. So there would have been a majority of black quarterbacks, 17 in the NFL. Another intriguing thing is I'm gonna list them let you know what the teams they play for. I'm gonna do a separate airing on that. And then I mentioned on a previous airing is that um, there are also out of 32 NFL teams, there were 17 black minority owners. That blew my mind. Some of them are celebrities. I'm gonna break down and give you that information also. There are 16 out of there are 16 black quarterbacks out of the 32 NFL teams, and there are 17 minority owners out of the 32 NFL teams. I'm gonna do a separate uh, airing on that. They say knowledge is power. I'm gonna make sure I drop that knowledge to you all and get that to you. Again, I'm Randy Princess, your host of Sports Talk. We only need 28 more subscribers to hit the 500 subscriber mark in the YouTube algorithm. The people that run YouTube will launch in the basement Premier Sports Talk channel to the next level. The channel started on July the 4th, and it's mind blowing that I remember when I was struggling to get 50 subscribers. The one God do it is 478 subscribers now, needing 22 to reach 500. You know, what's the other mind blowing part? Look at it. I have 625,000 views. If just 25 of those people, when they watch my short video, would have hit the subscribe button, I would have over 1,000 subscribers. And that would take Premier Sports Talk to a whole nother level. You know, the YouTube algorithm, the CEOs of YouTube, they dropped the new channel requirement to 500. You know, oh, and that's another thing I need to tell everybody who may be thinking about starting a YouTube channel. We can be on cooking, fashion, anything. But the YouTube, they are paying people $600 to start a YouTube channel. And all they want you to do is get, you got 90 days, and I forget how many subscribers you got to get, but I'll make sure I drop that knowledge to give it to you all. So if anybody's been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, go ahead and do it. You get 200 subscribers in 90 days, they pay you $600. They pay you $600. Get on here. This is what you remember. But again, I'm your host, Randy Christmas, host of Premier Sports Talk. I'm coming on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. I drop the Premier Praise on Wednesday, which I mean by Premier Praise. I don't know if you're hearing the song lightly in the background. But all my songs that come on, you know, they are spiritual, uplifting, motivation. Don't give up hope. Believe. Keep stepping. Keep moving. God has already planted the seeds within us for us to face all our trials and all our obstacles, no matter what we go through, no matter what we go through in relationships, no matter what financial obstacles we go through. Lord, I'm going through something right now. My youngest son just went out to college. Yeah, it's the next thing is big. That was my road down. And I'm praying for him, and I'm praying for each and every one of you who got kids and families. Uplift them in prayers. Thank you for being a blessing to me. And the blessing fall upon you. Thank you for watching and supporting Premier Sports. God is good all the time, y'all. And I'm going to win regardless. Because God already knows the plan that He has for me. Plan to give me hope. Plan for us to give us the future. And plan for us to prosper. Peace and love. Take care.